Hey, this is Katozai. You're watching a 416 interview.
When did you start creating music?
I started making music in 2020, like around probably March. March is when I released, like around my birthday time. My birthday, March 3rd. I dropped my first song on some shit. Made that bitch on Audacity. Bruh, it was pretty rough though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, so, it was rough. It was a rough song, but yeah, it was around March 2020.
Did you just make that in the crib, or did you go to like the studio to make it?
Right here, right here, right here.
How long from like your first song did you actually start going into the studio to create music?
I'm not gonna lie. I never really been like in the studio my whole career. Like my whole career has been like I've been recording at my crib. Like, feel me? I kind of just decided to learn everything on some shit. So I wouldn't say like I can't even really pinpoint because I mean I've been to the stew over time. Like even in my first year making no, like my second year making music, started hitting the studio. But it's like I never really dropped. I never dropped any songs that I made at the studio like that. I only now started. Cause I found a good studio like I'd be having some stew songs. But nah, really just been on me type shit.
So then, let me ask you: would you rather make a song in your crib, or would you rather make a song in the studio?
I'm my crib. I'm my crib. Cause I feel like it's less barriers when it comes to like stuff I can do with my song and like you know just creativity sometimes. Cause in the studio it'd be pressure, feeling like sometimes feel like pressure on all them folks to make some fire. But I mean I still do it, feel me? But it's like I rather do it at home type shit.
What made you start creating music?
I always wanted to be like an artist on some shit, but it was like pretty much like after like when COVID and shit started, I really didn't like I didn't have too much to do, so I was always in the house, and I was just like, fuck it, let me just start now, because I was gonna wait initially until I was 18. I was 15 at the time when I started. 15, yeah, 15 when I started making music. So it was pretty much on some shit like, um, I might as well just start out now, you know. What's the point of waiting? All this free time on my hands, let me just get to it. That's what happened.
All right, bet. Um, how did you get your like artist name, Katozai? Am I saying it right?
Yeah, Katozai. Well, my name is Zai, and then Kato was kind of like it was like I think it was my social media handle at the time or some shit. Like, for me, I was in freshman year, like it was just on some bullshit, like So I kind of just put them both together, and then had a username, and then it stuck.
This is a little off topic, but like, oh, why do some people call you Mark?
Bro, that was like some inside joke with my managers because uh I think someone was doing a flyer for a show I was on, and they put my name as Mark, like that, like they put my name down as Mark instead of Kato's eye, just for no reason, and we had to get them to fix it. But yeah, ever since then,
I want to move on to your creative process. So, what's like whenever you're creating a song? Like, what goes on? What's the steps?
shit. When I be at home, really, I just open my FL. I use FL Studio. Go through some beats in my email, or I make some beats, and then like I fill the beat out, see how I'm fucking with it, start rapping on some shit. I freestyle. I don't really write, so no, I don't write at all. I'm not gonna lie. So I kind of just like start flowing on some shit, get my flow for the song, then I put bars down, like start spinning bars, bro.
How picky are you when it comes to beats?
Oh, very, bro. Cause I make beats too, So it's like on some it's like on some shit like I can tell if a beat's like trash or not. Like for real, you know. So I really like. It's not even a particular style or type of beats, but like I know when I like a beat type shit. So it could be all types of genres, but if I know I'll sound good on it, I'll get on it type shit.
Have you ever like created beats for you to like freestyle over and stuff?
Definitely, definitely. I mean, I rap. I've dropped hella songs on my own beats, so that's kind of like a regular thing to do, you know.
Okay, I want to talk about your social media presence because you have over what like 20K on Instagram and over like 100K on TikTok. Um, what platform did you like blow up on?
Well, it was like back in like 2021. Fucking, I had this one little remix song called the BML shit. It blew up on some shit all over TikTok, and from there, like that kind of gave me like a big surge of followers on all my platforms. Like, you know, in TikTok, when that algorithm hits, like people just start getting interested in everything about you, type shit. So I started gaining a lot more followers, and yeah, it's been like that since.
Was that like your plan or was it kind of like organic your blow up?
Organic as fuck, bro. I was like I said, I was like 15 at the time. I was still in school and shit. I didn't really like, you know, I didn't really have an idea of what to do even when the song blew up. So it was like, you know, I, I, I didn't really. I don't feel like I grasped everything of it or in the moment on some shit, but I didn't really know, you know. So it was definitely all organic, you know. I didn't really do nothing actually.
So then like now though, is it still like organic as fuck the way you like post videos and stuff like that, or are you like where do you like now realize what the algorithm wants and stuff?
No, it definitely is like that because also with time, like my listeners, you know, they grow up too. So it's like I feel like they've like people who fuck with me heavy been following my progression on some shit. So it's like I feel like it's not really about doing what the algorithm wants, but it's just being consistent. Because the algorithm always wants something new, you know. And if you're always constantly like editing your music to sound like the trending sounds, you're never gonna be an original artist. So you kind of just have to keep doing your own shit until the wave comes to you, you know. So that's just the type of shit I've been on.
Okay, now I want to talk about like Spotify and Apple Music because I think I saw something on your story saying like most of your catalog got like deleted or like erased or something like that. What exactly happened?
Yeah, bro. So pretty much, on some shit. Uh, I like Distrokid didn't even really give me an explanation on some shit. All my music since I started, it's been uploaded through Distrokid, and I never really like, you know, like you wouldn't expect some shit like that to happen. And one day I just opened my account and all my songs were deleted out of it. So I was like, I thought I got hacked or something. And for me, I started getting nervous. I'm like, bro, what the hell? How this shit happen? But then I go to my email. They emailed me like 5 days after they did that shit, and they were like, "Yeah, we're taking down your account for I forget what the reason was. Editorial discretion is what they said." And so I searched that shit up. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with like what does that mean? They were like, oh, it's just like some bullshit. Like, oh, if you drop like too many songs on Apple Music or some shit at once or Spotify at once or songs that are too similar to other songs, they might take them down. Bro, I don't know what that shit has to do with me because I upload all my shit on some like, bro, it's my music, you know? So I was like, bro, I hadn't even uploaded anything for a while when that shit happened. So I was like, I don't know what this is. Someone probably just reported my Spotify or like my DistroKid account or some shit. I don't know, but they took down all my shit, and I thought I was done for, but I bounced back.
So are those like songs back up now or like what?
Yeah, yeah, everything's coming back up. All my monthly listeners coming back and everything.
Because of how young you are, you just graduated from high school. What was your like your parents' reception? or like the people around you when you said like you wanted to start creating music and you started taking the more serious?
I'm not gonna lie. My mom, she's always been supportive of anything I do type shit. So it was just more so like showing her I was serious, you know? So I started off like when I was first starting out, really just like recording a lot. Like I remember my first song that like I made on FL. I was up for like for up until like 7 a.m. just working on it type shit, you know? Like obviously I don't need to do I don't need to spend that much time on a song anymore, but it's like, you know, the effort goes a long way. So if like I feel like for anyone watching and shit, if they got like people around them, like you don't worry about impressing folks or any of that, or like, but just really do you and show dedication. If you want to like show people around you to support and shit like that, like just do you on some shit, like for me.
All right, and then somewhat adding on to this, you're born and raised in Toronto, right?
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Toronto, West End.
I wanted to ask you, like, what's your opinion on the Toronto music scene? Does it have like potential to blow up, like New York or like Atlanta?
Like the music scene, or like are you talking about like the Toronto drill music scene type shit, or like the whole city?
Yeah, the whole city.
Oh, definitely. The only thing is Canada, as for like Toronto, is mostly known for like gangster rap and shit and drill and shit like that. So it's like in America they have a common perception of people from Canada. Like no one knows how Toronto like be getting on some shit, or for me, even if they do, they don't really like want to acknowledge it because it's funnier to just make fun of some shit. But I feel like when the city's taken more seriously, like when we start having like a lot of artists who are popping out like every month on some shit and doing numbers, people like, yeah, this shit's gonna go up crazy because it's like it's a whole different game out here. Like niggas, we all like, for me, whole different culture. I definitely think it could go up.
And then you brought up the drill scene. Oh, what's your opinion on the drill scene out here?
Man, it's destructive. It's destructive because these a lot of the like rappers in that scene. I ain't gonna lie, some tough niggas, bro, for sure. But it's like at the same time, bro, it's just like it's rinse and repeat type shit. I mean, that's how drill scenes all over kind of are. But it's just like, you know, we have so much talent in Toronto, bro. Like there's so much more that could be done with it.
Do you think artists can make it out of Toronto, or do you think they have to move to like, cities like New York or Atlanta where they already have like a really big kind of like music like infrastructure out there?
I don't know because like thinking about it, I don't really know any Toronto rappers who've like blown like all the way up without having to like leave the country at some point. But I feel like it's definitely possible to blow up here and not have to leave until like you're obviously gonna leave to do shows and shit, appearances in the States or overseas and shit. But I mean, so far like we've seen like niggas like Drake and shit. Like he blew up out here, and then went to the States and got like even more famous on some shit. So I feel like that is possible, but I don't feel like unless like you're in the streets or some shit like heavy on some beef shit. I don't feel like you gotta leave Toronto to to stay up because them niggas be having to leave so they don't die. You know, the city be dangerous, so they be trying to move away so they can focus on their careers. But I don't gotta do that shit, bro. I'm good.
So you have no plans of like leaving Toronto anytime soon. You're gonna be based out here for a while.
I definitely go to the States, but it's like on some shit. Like I know, like this dog is gonna be like my home base on some shit. I'm from here, so it's like I don't feel like I don't think I'd separate myself from Toronto when I'd go over there because that's what be happening. Like Canadian artists will go to the States and then not really claim Toronto or claim where they're from on some shit. But hey, niggas gotta do what niggas gotta do, bro.
You recently performed like on the same lineup as like Killy, and you're about to do a show with Midwst in like a couple weeks. How did those kind of placements happen?
Knowing folks on some shit, like, for me, I'm tapped in with Killy and the Midwest shit. Like, my managers got that shit. I already had a show with him last November, out here too. So it's just kind of like, honestly, yeah, it was just on some shit like, knowing the right folks, grinding, definitely grinding. Cause they wouldn't invite me if I wasn't grinding on some shit. But yeah, bro, it was mainly that. Nothing too deep.
What's an artist that you want to work with right now that you haven't already worked with?
I want to make a song with Wizkid, bro, the Nigerian artist. Yeah, Wizkid. I'll make a song with Chief Keef. Mm, and who else? Who else? I do a song with a lot of people. It's just like on some shit. I was just saying, like, for me, like who I'd like wish to do a song. Oh, probably with Lucky too. I'd want to make a song with Lucky.
Was there ever like an artist that kind of like followed you back that you're like, whoa, like, yo, this is shit is on like a different level type thing?
Bruh, it was
You ever had that kind of moment or not?
I mean, I wasn't like on some like, oh, holy fuck. But the one person, like, I would say probably the biggest person was probably like Lil Tech on some shit. Uh, that was like last year. He had tapped in on some shit and he followed me for a little bit and we talked. But I was like, that's probably the only like big person I've talked to. But or no, and Killy, because Killy probably not. Let me say Killy because Killy tapped in for real. Like for me, we still be on. We still talk here and there.
I know I kind of like touched on this before, but like since you have graduated like recently, like what are your next steps in this music?
Shit, all this free time I got, I'm about to put it to good use. Like it's really just like I'm really just about to go hard with my career because honestly, school was blocking me in a lot of ways. Like traveling, I missed so many events last year and this year just cause I was in school. So I was like, bro, when I'm done high school, bro, like about to start traveling more. I'm about to just I'm about to have so much time. I'm gonna be outside my house more, like just trying to build my career more up and shit. Like as an artist, really like not a student artist no more. Like I'm gonna be on my artist shit for real. For me,
Any advice for new artists just coming into the game?
I don't even know. The game is always changing, you know. But I think like the most common thing that I'm gonna say, and probably the realest thing, is like, bro, just you really need to not watch what anyone else is doing on a comparison level, and you need to stay creative. Like for me, and honestly, like it sounds easier than done when it comes to the creative aspect of it, but when you finally get your own like rhythm with music and music creation, like it's gonna be easy, recording, um making beats, whatever it is, like it's gonna be easy. So why and so with that being said, like definitely don't take anything to heart. Don't like pay attention to other people's shit. Like just focus on you. Like when I was starting out, I was never on no hate and shit. Like I never looked at someone and been like, damn, like bro, how the fuck does this nigga have this? I don't have this. But I do remember being on some shit like, damn, I'm trying to get like this nigga. Like, how do I get like this? For me, it was like more so a feeling of like you see people doing well and you want to do well too, on some shit. But it all comes, bruh. It all happens. Like it's just about if you're willing to get it on some shit.
Any new projects people should look out for?
Yeah, I'm dropping an EP called Book of Scars. That should drop in this month. This month for sure. Towards like the end of the month after this tour. So Scars Heal tour.